Hey everybody, it's me Stacey here at Scrapbooking Made Simple, scrapbookingmadesimple.com. Hi everybody, hello. Welcome to today's Saturday with Stacey YouTube craft class number 663. Hi everybody, how are you doing? If you're watching this during the premiere of the class, that's Saturday morning, 8 a.m. sunny California time, 10 a.m. Central, 11 a.m. Eastern, and 4 p.m. in the United Kingdom. Well, we have a live chat happening right now. Depending on what kind of device you were on, if it's a laptop or a desktop, the live chat may be this way. If you're on a phone, it could be this way, it could be below. Every device is a little different. But if you see that live chat happening, please come say hello. There's lots of SMS peeps who so look forward to meeting new crafty friends. Now today is a great class. My Saturday with Stacey classes are technique based, they're full length, and they are commercial free until I retire. So if you're watching this in 2026, it'll be commercial free. If you're watching this in 2035, no guarantees. I could be retired by then. Who knows? So I'm keeping my classes completely commercial free until I retire, and at that point I'm looking for some passive income, help support the retirement fund. Now today I have Katy Sue for you, and before the live chat blows up, yes, it's Christmas. I know it's not even July yet, it's July adjacent. We're so close to July it almost counts, right? Christmas in July. Remember, I have no control when manufacturers launch their products. None. The only thing I can control is whether I buy it or not, and when it's so good. When it's so good, I have to have it. So here we are in June with our first Christmas class of the year. And who are we featuring? Katy Sue. Katy Sue Designs. Now, before you say, oh, Katy Sue, we love them, but they're easy peasy, it's just follow along, they do most of the work for you. Do they? I had thoughts. I have got their latest Christmas, and yes, I'm going to show you how they put it together, but then we're going to Staceyfy everything. We're going to just bam it up and bling it up and use some product that we haven't had for years and years from Marvy Yoshida. So glad it's back. But before we can get to all of that, we have winner chicken dinner to talk about. At Scrapbooking Made Simple, we give you 3 opportunities to be a winner chicken dinner here. First opportunity is from the sneak peek of today's class. So on Shorts by Stacey, if you go to our YouTube channel, you should be on our YouTube channel, look under Shorts by Stacey on the playlist, look for this outfit. You'll find a 1:20 video showing off what I'm going to be using today. All you have to do is post, what would you like to win? And then we pick a winner. Now I can't guarantee what you say you're going to want is what you're going to get, because we've already put stuff in a bag to ship. But free is free, right? So even if you say you wanted the dies but you get all the Katy Sue stuff, I think you'll be okay with that. I think so. So first way is to post a comment on our sneak peek of today's class, and that goes up usually Friday night, early Saturday morning before the class, and you have an entire week to post a comment on that short. The second way to win is to post a comment here on this video. If you look down, there's a place to post a comment below. All you have to do is say hi, tell me what's going on in your life, tell me, are you Team Gnome or are you Team Santa? Because we're going to be playing with both of those today. Whatever makes your heart happy, as long as it's polite, it will be approved, and then you go into the running to be a winner chicken dinner for a $100 gift card. Oh my gosh, a $100 gift card. Yes, please. So that's the second way to be a winner. The third way is to be here for the premiere of today's class. Every Saturday morning, during the live chat, when it gets closer to the end and I've got beautiful samples to share with you, we pick a winner from the live chat, and they win an assortment of goodies as well. So if you're part of the live chat, holy smokes, artichokes, that's one of the easiest ways to win. We get towards the end of the class, I say, okay, I'm gonna pick a winner now, and I let my mouse scroll up, and then I post it into the live chat comments. So whether you post on the sneak peek, you post on this video right below, or you're part of the live chat, well, 3 different ways to win, and you never know when we're gonna call your name. So today is Katy Sue. It is Christmas. I've got gnomes and I've got Santas, and while they're beautiful and darling, we're gonna work more on technique than the actual, I don't know, style of the product. We're gonna take it and I'm gonna show you what Katy Sue had intended for it, and then what we thought might be fun to do with it. That way, if you are new to crafting, you can get these products and you will be successful. They require no scissors, they just need some adhesive, maybe not even some card bases. We're selling the card bases now too from Katy Sue. I've got new ones for you. If you are new to paper crafting and you want to look like a rock star, and this is the year you want to make your Christmas cards, this is the class for you. Trust me, everybody will love everything you make. You cannot go wrong with Katy Sue, ever. Katy Sue Designs. They're a company out of the United Kingdom. They are lovely people, and I'm just very fortunate that we get to bring you some of their products super, well, they just released it, so we're a little early. That's okay, yay. So now I forget what I was saying. So Katy Sue, what else? Oh my gosh, I totally had my brain just left me. Okay, so we're working with Katy Sue. We're gonna be technique-based. There we go, technique-based. I have Marvy Yoshida for you. I'm getting older. It was there. I had the thought, and then I didn't. Like, where are your glasses? Are they up here? Are they around here? I mean, I could look 10 minutes for my glasses and find that they were sitting right up top of my head. Anyway, so Marvy Yoshida, we have product from them that we haven't had for years. It is yummy. It's glittery and it's sparkly and it's happy and it's affordable and it's accessible and anybody can use them. Again, if you are the newest of crafters, you're going to love these Marvy glitter pins. They're called Just Glitter, and there's a reason why they are, and I'll talk to you about that. But this class is for every level of maker, every level of creator, from the newest to the most experienced, because we are going to take this product and bam it, Stacey-fy it, wow it, whatever you want to, whatever you want to say to make it go woo, wahoo, we're gonna wahoo kachoo it. So before I get there, I have winner chicken dinner to announce from last week. We have our 2 winners here. Our first winner is the winner of the assorted products from the sneak peek. Are you ready? Our first winner is Jerry. Jerry Podliska? Jerry Podliska? Jerry, is that you? You posted a comment on the sneak peek and you won. You did it, Jerry. Wahoo kachoo. There you are. There's your name. Yay for you. See, it's that simple. Jerry posted a comment. Jerry's a winner chicken dinner. Jerry's probably going, oh yeah, or taking a screenshot. Are you excited? Make sure to get her name in. Are you excited? Probably taking a screenshot so they can text to all their friends. Oh my gosh, Jerry, congratulations. Our second winner of a $100 gift card is Juan Martinez. Hello, Juan. Well done, you. Happy days. Holy smokes. What you gonna do with $100? You have $100 to spend. What you gonna do with it, Juan? Huh? Gonna make something fabulous? You gonna buy some Christmas gifts for yourself? I don't know. You've got $100 to spend here at Scrapbooking Made Simple. Here, a screenshot. So you and Jerry are our winner chicken dinners for today. We will have one more winner with the live chat. When I get closer to showing the end of the finished samples, I will say, okay, I'm getting ready to pick a winner. And then you have to make sure that you've got comments posted. I let my mouse do the scrolling, and I close my eyes and it picks somebody, and that's who we go with. Very scientific. These winners are done by software, where it is out of our hands completely. But the live chat, the only way I've ever figured out how to do it was just to let my mouse do the walking and find somebody. So today it is Katy Sue. I've got beautiful things to show, beautiful things to share, some ways of using Katy Sue that you might not have thought of. You very well may start with monkey see, monkey do. The first card or two you make might be exactly the way it was intended. But then you get a little adventurous, and maybe you add a little bit of this or you do a little bit of that. And then another card or two, you're like, now I can do this, and you add a little bit more. I guarantee you that if that is what happens while you are creating, and you line all your cards up at the end, you will see the progression of your creative journey for that time that you were doing it, whether it be that day or over the course of a week or two. You line all the cards up when you're done, and you're like, these look good, because they are. You made them. All right, so I'm going to tilt on down. We're going to get started for today. I've got a few samples just to show you, give you an idea of where we're going. The SMS girls, the honorary SMS girls and SMS girls, made stunning samples. I gave them kind of a challenge of what I wanted, and not only did they rise to it, they of course exceeded it. So let's just take, I feel like I need to be up down just a little bit more. Down and here and there. Okay, we'll see if that's good. So look at how cute is this. Katy Sue. Look at all that decoupage. And the card base is new. This is a deckled edge card base, and they're doing it in 2 sizes. So I'll show those to you. But there's one sample. Then we have the gnomes. And this isn't done the way it's supposed to be. This is taken and modified. Katy did this one. Honorary Katy did this one. So we've got the gnomes. And then one more Christmas. Look at how beautiful. Again, slightly modified. Now she decoupaged it, but isn't this gorgeous? So before I take you too far, I want to walk you through the product because I need to explain some of it to you. First off, there is an I Want It All bundle. There's an I Want It All bundle. It retails for $70.96. It's on sale for $56.99. And I want to show you what you're going to get in the I Want It All bundle. And then I want to show you the open stock. So the I Want It All bundle consists of 4 different items. All of these are available open stock if you would prefer. First, we have the Cozy Christmas Gnomes. And this is a card set. Literally everything you need comes in here. It has the foam dots, it has the card bases, the envelopes, everything comes in here, and you are able to make 8 cards. They give you the beautiful images on the front, so you can monkey see, monkey do if you wish, but this comes as part of the I Want It All. The Santa Scenes decoupage comes with the I Want It All. Now this is not a card kit. This is 4 different styles of Santa, and you get 3 sheets each of each 4 styles. So here's one. You're gonna get 3 sheets of Santa going down the chimney. 3 exact sheets like this. So you can make what would be 1 card, but I think we're gonna be able to make a few more than that. And there's 12 sheets in here, so 3 of each design. Then we have the new paper. They came out with Christmas. Oh my gosh, timeless Christmas printed cardstock. Their cardstock is gorgeous. It is 300 GSM. We are talking super thick. There's 24 sheets. You get 2 of everything. Love Katy Sue's cardstock. Cardstock is new for them this year, and it has just been doing so well because of the quality. So with Timeless Christmas, then we move over to Christmas variety. And here you've got some more plaids, but look at, you've got the winter colors and the blues and the pinks. Oh, you've got some of the reds and greens, some plaids. These coordinate together. You can get just one, or you can get both, and you will find that they work beautifully together. So the I Want It All bundle consists of 2 different packs of Katy Sue paper. So that's 48 sheets of Katy Sue paper, all of it 300 GSM. It is the Santa scenes, so there's 12 sheets of decoupage in here. And it is the Cozy Christmas Gnomes card kit, which makes 8 cards. This is what makes up the I Want It All. Now, if you just want to get the paper's available open stock. If you just want the Christmas gnomes, they're available open stock. But I want to show you this over here. So along with the Christmas gnomes card kit, which is part of the I Want It All bundle, you could, if you would prefer, get the different elements. Like we're going to be playing with the scene stash that is part of the card kit. There are 8 different background sheets for you in the card kit, but the scene stash has 24 of the backgrounds. Here we have the Christmas Gnomes decoupage set. So again, you've got 4 different sheets, 3 of each. If you put these 2 together, you're able to make, I think, 24 cards. But you don't get the card bases or anything like that. However, then they have the card bases in open stock. So here you've got 2 sizes. You've got a 5x7 and I think a 6x6. Let me make sure it's 6x6, 300. Decollage. 5x7 and, oh, I think it's 6x6. So you get 6 of each for 12 cards. So if you were to do 2 of those and 1 of these and 1 of these, you would be able to make, gosh, about 24 cards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, because there's 2 different designs on each one of these. I leave it up to you how you want to get it, whether you just want to get the card kit, you want to get the I Want It All with the card kit, or you want to do open stock. All of it is available open stock, all of it. And the Santa product is the same. So Santa, we did the 12 pack, which gives you 3 sheets of 4 different designs. Or you could do the card bases, because it doesn't come with card bases, and you could pick which sheets you want. There's 3 sheets in here. There's 3 sheets in here. There's 3 sheets in here. Maybe there's one design that you like best and want to make all your cards out of one design. All of it is open stock for you. So we leave it up to you, but I put together the I Want It All bundle, kind of figuring that you would probably want all 12, because that's what you would get if you bought them open stock, 1 of each, that you would probably want the gnomes, and that you would definitely want the paper. That's how I came to my I Want It All bundle. Whether I'm right or not, I don't know, but I tried. And instead of $70.96, it's down to $56.99, and that's a wahoo ka-choo. You're going to be able to make like all your Christmas cards with this. Oh my gosh. Okay, so where to start? Where to start? I think the first thing we're going to start with is actually the markers from Marvy. I think that's the first thing we're going to start with. They are a glitter marker that are different than just about anything else. The bundle that we have for you is five of the new packaging, and a bonus one of the older packaging. So you'll get one color that's going to be duplicated. So technically you'd be getting 6 markers. And if you were to buy 6 markers, you would be paying $26.34. We're giving you the bonus marker for free and still putting them on sale. So $18.99 buys you all of the markers, all the new body style, plus a random, and some of them are going to be red, some of them, the random one will be blue, it might be green, it might be gold. The only color I know it will not be is silver. That's the one color I know that the free one will not be. But instead of paying $26.34 for 6 markers, you're paying $18.99. Again, we're giving you the older body style for free, and we've put them on sale. You can absolutely get these open stock if you want. If you were to buy all 5 of these open stock, you are going to pay more than if you were going to buy the bundle and get the free one. Just saying. So we have those for you, and I want to show you how they work because they're beautiful and they're different and completely unique and unusual. And I don't know what the binder is or what the adhesive is in here. But to begin with, these are not a colored pen. There's no color in the marker. The solvent that's in here is completely transparent. What is in here is glitter. The glitter is what makes up the color. It's not that you're looking at a red marker and when it comes out it's got red and then it'll have pretty little silver glitters in it or little red glitters in it. No, this is completely clear when we start to play with these. And as the solvent dries, the binder sticks to the paper beautifully. It sticks to just about everything beautifully. And all that's left is pure glitter. Hence the reason they're called just glitter. Now, you can use these on clothes. They show them as being for deco fabric, that you could use these on fabrics. You could use them on just about anything. And they do come in 5 main colors. So the purple, the blue, the silver, the red, and the gold. They do behave differently on white versus black paper. Anything that's glittery, metallic-y always looks a little bit nicer on black paper, but I want you to see. So we're gonna play with these and I need to get them started. And you need to have a little bit of, not necessarily patience, but resistance to push down too hard too often. You're gonna give it a shake, open it up, the nib is completely empty, and I just want to, oh, see? It comes out, once it starts, it starts. Okay, my blue is prepped and ready to go. I might as well just do my blue here. Blue is prepped and ready to go. It's beautiful. Now, as the solvent dries, what's going to be left is just glitter. Okay, so there's blue. I guess I'm doing it on this one. Oh, see? Very little press to get them started. Once they're started, the flow goes. Silver, Just a little. Oh my, okay. So that should really only happen the first time you open them. But I'm gonna make the most of it. Gold. Okay, well the red's gonna take a minute. That's good. So now it's feeding down. That's good. Give the red just a minute to go down and get into that nib all the way. Maybe I didn't shake the red as hard. Red. And last but not least, purple. Now, again, the liquid in here is a transparent solvent that is going to adhere to the paper and yet dry crystal clear. There is no color, there is no ink in here whatsoever. What is making up the color of the image is the glitter that's in here. It is just glitter. Purple. So it may be a little milky until it completely dries. How long does it take to dry? Really depends upon how much you put down. It does. It depends upon how much you put down. These are still wet. There was a lot down. It's going to take a few minutes for them to dry. Most often it's under 2 minutes to have them dry. But the colors are beautiful, and that is on white. And you can see the glitter. Again, there's no gold ink in there. There's no gold dye or red dye and then glitter thrown in. It is all glitter. So let's do it in black. I'm being super cautious. Like just little. So here we have blue. And then the next one we did was silver. Always want to give them a little bit of a shake. I have to say that silver, well, the blue too, is phenomenal. Silver. My dyslexia happening there. So we did, and then we did gold. And then we did red. Really should shake it with the cap on just in case it decides to spit just a little bit, which is a whole nother technique all unto itself. Now these markers are really, even at full price, they're like $4.40. Even at full price, they're an exceptional value. But on sale, holy smokes, artichokes. And we've missed them. We had these years ago and I love them. I'm glad that they are back. Purple. So now as the solvent is drying, what's left behind is pure glitter. And you can see them on the white. They're lovely on white. There's nothing wrong with them on white, but they shine on the black. Now these are not dry yet, so I'm gonna let them sit and dry for a few minutes. The blue is almost dry. These are dry. They are tremendous. They are beautiful, and we're gonna be using them quite frequently today. So with the 5 colors comes a freebie of the old housing. When I mean housing, I mean the body that they put the marker in, what holds the liquid and the glitter in there. This is the old body style. This is the new body style. So we were able to get our hands on enough of these that I can give you one for free along with the new ones. And I mean, even at $26.34, it would have been a great deal, but $18.99 is a wahoo could chew. So we're gonna play with those. And I think the first place we're gonna start today is maybe with our gnomes. Say hello, gnomes. So I'm gonna open up the card kit just so you see what you get. If you were to buy it open stock, I'll tell you the difference. Okay. So everything in there. Okay, first off, you've got the picture to give you an idea of what to do. You also have directions on the back. Then you have one sheet, and one sheet does 2 cards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That makes up your 8 cards. If you wanted to do more than 8 cards, that's when you would get the Christmas Gnomes 3D die cut decoupage, because instead of getting one of these, you're going to get 3 of this sheet and 3 of this sheet and 3 of this sheet and 3 of this sheet. They are not sold individually like the Santas, where you could buy just a pack of 3. You either have to do the Cozy Christmas Gnomes card kit, or you do the decoupage that doesn't have the envelopes, it doesn't have the scene builders behind it, it doesn't have the card bases, it just comes with the decoupage. But you do get enough to make 24. So we're gonna play with that. It also, like I said, has the card bases, so all of your card bases are here, and all of your envelopes. That goes there. All of your envelopes are here. And one of the most important things are what they call their scene builders or scene stash. These are your backgrounds that your little gnomes are going to sit right on top of. and they were designed to coordinate specifically with certain gnomes. Now you can mix and match if you would like, but when you come to it, this seam builder is for this gnome right here. You can see this piece right here matches this one right here. And let's see, this one here, this seam builder matches the one right above it. So if you were to decide to get the Christmas scene stash, there's 24 in here, and you've got your Christmas Gnomes 3D decoupage set, there's 24 in here. These would coordinate. These would make all 24 cards. And then if you really wanted, you could get 2 of the decal edge bases, and you'd be making 24 of your gnome cards. It's really hard for me to figure out the best way to put things together for you, so I just kind of went for it. So we're gonna play with these. We're gonna start with these, and I'm gonna grab my little girl gnomes. Aren't they cute? And I'm gonna put these off to the side. And I may have to open up another little girl gnome, but that's okay. They even have your foam, everything's in there. So let's take a look at my little girl gnomes. And I can see she's in the snow. In the snow. So I'm gonna look for the background that matches that. So I'm looking for the one that has the trees. It's this one right here. And I'm gonna do this one, monkey see, monkey do. So the first thing I'm gonna do is pop out number 1, and it says number 1. Easy peasy, no scissors required. Bam. Next I pop out number 2. And I'm gonna layer number 2 right on top of number 1. Now they give you the foam squares to do it if you're buying the kit. You can use your GG foam if you would prefer, if you're not buying the kit. But you're gonna use some kind of a dimensional foam tape, because that's what we're building. We're building dimension. And I'm gonna layer number 2 right on top of number 1, directly on top. And I've got my first layer of dimension. Then I push out number 3, and it says number 3. So again, I'm doing these just as they are intended to be used. That way, if you are a new crafter and this is the first crafting class you've ever watched, you will be able to do this. GG foam tape, we sell it for $1.99. The kit and some scissors, and you are good to go. You don't have to get card bases or anything. You don't have to get background paper, nothing. It's all there for you. If you have kids, oh my gosh, they love doing this. The senior centers love doing this. They're so fun, and they're something that can be done in a limited amount of time, and everybody feels like a superhero, like, oh my gosh, I just did that. So now I'm gonna put layer 3 right on top of layer 2. I'm gonna line it right up. I'm gonna line it right up, right on top of number 3, or on top of number 2, and just put it right down. Look, Mom, even upside down. And then I've got number 4 has all of these little ones that I'm gonna do. So let's pop out my little sign first. And a little foam tape on the back. Again, it comes, if you're getting the kit, it comes with the little foam dots. My sign is going to go right on top. Bing, bang, boom. And then I've got my little stars. And put my little stars on top of the stars that are there. It's a little crooked, but there we go. And my little, for my little shoes, I've got these little tops of the shoes, and I think that's good enough. I think that's enough to get you to see that you're just layering to create different heights of your embellished image. It really is quite successful, and people really do stop in their tracks once you give them a card like this because of all the varying heights and all the different dimension. There we go. And my last little shoe. My last little shoe. Gosh, I can't get that top. Oh, there we go. Nope. There we go. All right, so monkey see, monkey do. I've done it exactly the way they intended it to be. And you can see the different layers and the different heights. Then you've got your background here. And these are going to line up perfectly with the background. It lines up. See, there you can see it's not lined up. And here you can see it's not lined up. But if you move it right into place, everything lines up perfectly. And we're going to pop that as well. Okay, so line it up. and put it down. Now we have the card bases that they come with. I can put it right on the card base. I've got the little sentiments. And I have made very much what they intended this to be. But what if I want to do something more? What if I don't want it to be so monkey see, monkey do? Done. I still have this bottom one, and I think I'm going to need one more of these. I think I'm going to open up one more set and pull one more out, so that way I have two of the pink ones. All right, let me pull that out. Okay, so now I've got two of them. So I could do another monkey see, monkey do, or we could change it up a little bit. I could use this for one and this for one and make two cards as opposed to one. Remember, I used all of this to make the one card. But what if I wanted to pull, let's find the background for this one. So it's this one. It matches the little house. But what if I choose not to use this as my main? What if I just use the elements? So I'm not going to pull this one out. I'm going to pull out my number 2. So I'm not going to start with my number 1. I can't tell which part is not pulled out. There we go. So I've got my 2. And instead of using that whole big background piece like we did here and lining it up and popping it up, I'm going to ignore this piece entirely, and I'm going to start with my number 2, and then I'm going to grab my number 3, and my number 3 is going to go right on top of my number 2. just line it right up, right over the top. And then my number 4. Which I think I'm going to skip because that one goes all the way to the top. But maybe I bring in some of my little bows. So my little bow here. Will go on top. Is that on that one? That's going the other direction. There we go, that's the right bow. And I've got a little piece of foam tape left. And pop that right on top of my other bow. So now I've ignored my number 1 because technically she should fall on here. But she's gonna look darling here. Even without the number 1, she's gonna look absolutely darling there. So let's put her down. And I'm just gonna put her down with some Stacey tape. Decide where I want her. Maybe like there. Now I could do the same thing and I could pull one of my card bases over and put it directly onto my card base, or I could grab some of my paper. Let's put that there, let's see. Ooh, it's all dry. Okay, yum. That's all glitter. Isn't that amazing? Oh my gosh, they're so good. Okay, so I'm gonna grab some of my paper and I'm going to grab the Christmas variety pack and open it up. Well, actually, we're gonna open both of them up, so I might as well just do that. So Christmas variety pack, 300 GSM. You'll get 2 of every sheet. There's 12 different designs. It's heavy. It's beautiful. Look at, we've got some of the blues and the pinks. The colors are amazing. So this is the variety pack, and I'm gonna pull maybe I pull that one. Or maybe one of the darker blues. And then the pink. Maybe I cut it down a little bit. Maybe I don't want to send a 5x7 card. Maybe I want to trim it down just a little bit. I want to make a little smaller card. You don't have to keep things as they are. So now I've got a smaller front. I think it needs to go against the blue. Just to give it a little pop of something. And I just need a little bit of color just to anchor it, just to give it a little bit of weight, to ground it a little bit. I just want a little bit of a peak showing through. And then the pink. So I only used pieces to make this card. I still have my number 1 layer that I have not touched yet. And she's darling. And I could come in and add my sentiment. Season's greetings. And now I have made 1 card, but I still have this piece left. Let's make something with that. And again, I'm using out of the kit. I opened up another one. I thought I might need another one, but I don't know that I do. I think I'm going to be okay with just the one. So we'll put that there. Now we have this. What to do with this? Well, I could put it on a backing paper because I no longer have, I bought the kit. I no longer have this background anymore, which is where it's supposed to line up. So it's supposed to line up somewhere here. Gosh, I hope this is the right one. Oh, maybe I picked the wrong one. I wonder if I did. I saw the colors and I went with it. No, she's got to go on here. It's got to go here. There's no other place. Okay, I'm good. Because there's the door. So oh yeah, there it goes. So I'm supposed to line up. But I chose not to. I chose just to use the smaller accent pieces to build her by herself. So now I've got the number 1. What do I do with it? I can put it directly on a piece of paper, but how do I mat it? I mean, I would just have to cut a rectangle. I don't want to sit there and try and fussy cut this. So what if I ditched the shape in its entirety? What if I just said, okay, I'm gonna forget about this shape. I'm gonna forget about what the background's supposed to look like, and I'm gonna die cut this into something else. What if I took one of my moonstone dies, my moonstone minis, and I forgot what the background is supposed to be and make it what I want it to be. So I'm working with, we've got 2 different sets. I'm working with this one right here. And it has a larger die to nest around the outside. So I used the second die, the second largest die, and I'm gonna cut her out. I'm gonna abandon this whole shape because I wanted to get 2 cards out of my one, what should be 1 card. I only made 1 at the top. Here I kept it monkey see, monkey do. Here I did exactly like I was supposed to. But here I made this into 1 card, and I'm making this into 1 card, when in reality they're supposed to be used together. But do they have to? No. So I'm gonna abandon the shape. I'm gonna bring over my Big Shot machine and I'm gonna cut it out. And again, I've used 1 size down, so I haven't used the largest, I've used the second largest. And there's a reason for that. So I've got my Big Shot machine, I've got my base platform, my solo shim or my A shim, my cut plate, my paper, my die, and a do not cut plate, and I'm gonna hope that I'm pretty darn close. I'm not gonna tape it down. I think I'm pretty close. These are open frame dies, so no precision base plate required. 1 roll should get the job done. Easy peasy mac and cheesy. And bam, I've cut her out. Abandoned the original shape. That's what I've lost. Have I really lost much of anything? No. Have I gained something? Yes, because now I can take the larger die and I can cut a mat to go around it. So let's cut ourselves a larger mat so it can sit and be nested and look like it was meant to be that way. And let's cut it out of white. So, is it really easy, you know, monkey see, monkey do? Do you have to follow exactly the way it was intended? No, you can start like that if you'd like, but then you let your creativity take over and dictate what the finished product looks like. I abandoned that whole shape. So that I could cut and mat Now that looks like it was meant to be. Nobody needed to know. It started like this. I could have used this and just done a rectangle or tried to fussy cut around it, but I prefer to have it matted and look like it was meant to be that way. Now let's take that white and let's do something to the white, because we are talking Christmas here, right? Sparkle and shine and glistening and glitter and glam. Let's take our silver. And let's go around all the edges. Little piece of glitter right there. Okay, so my silver around all my edges. And we're gonna put her right in the middle. So now it's got this beautiful silver, glimmery, shimmery. It's not glitter, it's not glitter. Oh my gosh, hello, glitter, glitter. It's, hey, glitter. It's like, ooh, I'm sophisticated and I shine and sparkle, but I'm not a disco ball. I'm not trying to get all the attention. Kind of, if you know kind of attention. That's what this is. And it was so easy using the marker. And once that solvent dries, it dries completely clear, and all that's left behind is literally glitter. And does it rub off? No, because it's got a binder in that solution. And that binder is adhering it to the paper. Now I'm putting it on while it's still a little wet. And now instead of just a white background, which would be nice, I've got a little silver shimmer from a marker. Hello, do you know how much is in this thing? This has got so much liquid in there. It's got so much glitter in there. Hello. Okay, next step. Now, since we use this paper, let's use it again because it just looks great. So what if I put her on that pink? I don't need to use a different color in between because I've got that matte. I abandoned the original shape and said bye-bye, and I have that matte. Now let me straighten up my cuts because they're not so great right now. Okay, I think on there looks good. And then what do I want to put as a background? Even make it a little bit smaller. And you're like, on the black? Really, Stacey? Well, maybe. Remember, I've got that purple. Hello, purple. And I've got a little bit of purple in here. Hello. What if we took our just glitter and we did the edges of the black in purple? Don't have to be perfect. Because I'm going to be layering that top piece right on top of it, so nobody's going to see that my lines are not straight. I just need to be sure that I get all the way to the outside edge and I'm inside enough so that you don't see the black paper. And again, there's no purple ink in this marker. The solution is transparent, and yet when it dries, it dries to 100% glitter. So am I close? I think I am. So while this sits for a second and dries a little bit, I'm going to go ahead and adhere these two together. Now this doesn't look anything like its intended purpose, not at all. This is so out of the box and so far from what Katy Sue had designed. But I injected my own creativity in it. And I took it and I made it mine. Absolutely nothing wrong with doing some of them exactly the way they were intended, but there's also nothing wrong with taking the elements from the kits and seeing them as a launching off point. Seeing them as an assortment of perfectly coordinated embellishments. Now, what you do with them is entirely up to you. So I did not get that straight, but we'll just trim it on down and make it work. But I have a little bit of that purple glitter edge. I've got that silver glitter edge. And all I've used is the black and white paper. Think about how much black paper you might own. Okay, so see? Look at, all right. Okay, we're getting there. You see what I'm laying down? Are you with me? Hello, are you there? No, too small. New piece of white paper. I can tell you it's still a little wet. But we're gonna just go for it. No guts, no glory. Oh, just about dry. A little wet. And the sentiment. Merry Christmas. And I think I might just mat that. And we took something and made it completely unique. We added our own flavor to it, our own spin, our own creativity. I'm going to take the I'm just gingerly pushing down. I'm so afraid to push down too hard. But I'm just gingerly pushing down. Oh, Stacey, don't pull the nib. All right, and then where's my Merry Christmas? Oh, I need to make it shorter. A little bit of tape. Still the wrong place. Well, we'll just fix it. And nobody gonna know. And we'll put it on. Merry Christmas. Okay, that's good. maybe a little foam tape. So a completely different idea. Abandoning what the original shape was, die cutting it to what it, I think, looks great as. And taking it and making it our own. So this is closer to monkey see, monkey do. But instead of using that first piece, the number 1, to start, I held it back and I just used all the little decoupage pieces to make this one work. And then some of the Katy Sue Christmas paper. This is from Christmas Variety. But here, I wanted to take that first piece, and by die cutting it, I was able to create a mat to go with it. So we started with the top piece where we made an absolute monkey see, monkey do. Exactly the way it's intended, which is darling. It is super cute. But then we let our creativity take over just a little bit and kind of grow and expand. All right, we're going to move on to Santa. I'm just going to finish this one up. Maybe use my fingers and just let it smoosh it on down. Ooh. See, smoosh it on down and use my fingers to get over a bigger space faster. Smoosh it on down. Little dots. And then I've got it all the way around. And that dries faster when you use your finger. Like this is already dry. That's faster when you use your finger or a paintbrush. And then I can put it on there. And that way it has a little bit of sparkle and shine to it. Yeah, see, this is already dry. Much faster when you move it around with a paintbrush or your finger. And I think I'm going to just take a little bit, and she's got these little silver snowflakes. I'm just going to put some little dots in there. Just to add. And now she's done. So with one sheet, I could have made 2 out of this one. I could have taken maybe an oval if I wanted, We've got the Moonstone Minis. I love the Moonstone Minis. I could have taken an oval and die cut him out of an oval and then used the larger oval to make the frame and made that one card, and then done this, the layering pieces, as a second card. I could have made 4 cards out of this one sheet. I made 3. Because I needed to show you what Monkey See, Monkey Do looks like. And it's beautiful. But so are the creative ones, where we've taken them in a slightly different direction. All right, now we move into the Santa. So I'm gonna put these out of my way, and I'm gonna grab all the Santa. So where the gnomes are not sold in the individual packs, the Santas are. And you get 3 sheets in every pack. You're not gonna get 1, you're getting 3. However, it's also the same as if you bought just the whole kit. It doesn't come with the card bases or the sticky dots, the little foam tapes, or the backgrounds, but you do get one of these equals the same as buying 1 each of these. You get 3, 6, 9, 12, or you just buy the 1 kit. Now, if there is one that you love more than the other and you want lots of this one, then you buy these open stock and you get 3, so you can make 3 cards. Can you make 3 cards? We're gonna make more than 3 cards. But it's up to you how you wanna purchase it. This comes in the I Want It All. So let me put all of this to the side and let's get into that one. And we're gonna go back and use maybe the red this time, maybe the blue. Let's see if we can incorporate the red and the blue. There with my blue. In with my Santas, and you're like, the blue? I don't know that I can. We're gonna see what we can do. Give a girl a goal, you know? Gotta give a girl a goal. So again, you're gonna get 1, 2, 3, and then 3, and then 3, and then there's one more in here where you're going to get 3. So I'm gonna use this one. I'm gonna use this one. I love the, on the chimney though, is so good. But let's stick with what I've picked with. And I'm gonna do 1 Monkey See, Monkey Do, and then we're going to make, I don't know, maybe I can get 3 cards out of 1. So I'm gonna use 1 sheet because this is supposed to make 1. So I'm gonna use 1 sheet to make 1. So here's my number 1. Here's my number 2. And same thing, they're gonna layer right on top. So let's grab my foam tape because I'm gonna need it, and I'm going to be building dimension. So we've got our Santa. And we're gonna be building dimension. Now this doesn't have the scene background pieces. What do they call them? Scene stash? Santa doesn't have scene stash to work with. We're going to be using the Katy Sue papers. We've already opened up the Christmas variety. We're going to open up the Timeless Christmas to go with this as well. So number 1, number 2 on top of number 1. Done. Number 3. Number 3 on top of number 2 on top of number 1. And every time I add a layer, the next layer on top has a little bit less of the design, which is how you get that 3-dimensional look. Let's see, number 4. Oh, this is also a number 3. Okay, so now we've added the tree. And then number 4 is Santa and some of the poinsettia garland. So let's add some foam there. And lay him right on top. Now there are a few more pieces that I could add, but I think you've got the gist of it. There he is, built up. Now they give you this circle. And I think that this piece is supposed to be used for something else. I don't see this piece on here anywhere. It just doesn't fit. I think they needed to fill the circle in, so they gave you an extra little something something. But I think the circle is supposed to go around. So I'm going to put some foam tape on. And I think you're supposed to put that circle around. I could be wrong. But I didn't see how Katy Sue did them. If this was me, this is how I think they would go. And it just kind of pops up. I think that's the intended look. So we've got our Christmas variety. We also have our timeless Christmas. That's a yummy piece of paper right there. These are beautiful sheets. Oh, that's a beautiful piece of paper right there too. 2 of each. I'm wondering if that would work. That red is sure pretty. Decisions, decisions. The red flourish came in the variety and the holly comes in the timeless Christmas. I don't know if the blue would look okay. Oh, the blue's not bad. Kind of sets it off. Blue's not bad. I love that deep green though. Blue or green? Because it picks up the blue here. I think it's the blue. I think the green looks a little boring. So we have that blue in here. We have a plain blue too. I think I'd use the plain blue and save my pretty plaid for something else. Okay, so, and then we have some blues in here. Oh, but they're just the wintry blues. All right, I'm going here. Decision made. And I've got a sentiment just for you. That I can put there. And we've got one monkey see, monkey do. So we built it just like it's supposed to be built. At least that's how I think it's supposed to be built. A little foam behind that. Oh, it looks pretty good. And then let's mat it on the blue. It's Christmas, right? Festive. And we've made the decoupage element. Oh, yes, you're straight. No, not exactly. We made the decoupage element. Monkey see, monkey do. Now we're gonna take it and we're gonna Stacey-fy it. But I always want you to see the intended purpose. And then where we go from here, completely different. This is, both of these are from the Timeless Christmas. It's a beautiful card. And you get 3 sheets of these, so you could make 3 cards just like this. Because in every pack you get 3 sheets, and in the die cut, the 3D die cut set, you get 4 different designs, 3 of each. All right, 1 down. So we're going to remember this one. I'm going to keep it handy because we're going to reference back to this one as where we started. All right, we're going to come back to this one and reference it as to where we started. So let's grab that sheet again. We used this whole sheet on 1 card, but we get 3 of them, regardless if you get it in the 12 pack or the single packs of 3. And now we're going to play. Okay, let's keep it simple. The first one, let's do simple. Let's use number 3. And let's grab some dies. So I'm gonna grab my circles, which are Moonstone Minis. We have the Moonstone Mini sold open stock. Best value is in the bundle. Bundle number, I don't know if this is bundle number 1, bundle number 2. So there's 2 separate bundles. One of them has the circles and the really pretty label shapes. And the other bundle has the more traditional shapes. The ovals. I used this one earlier on the gnome. So 8 in total. If you have both sets, both bundles, you have all 8 of them. And they really are wonderful dies. They are. The bundle is going to be the best price, and they're $53.99 for 4. So I'm going to grab the circle. And I'm going to see if I have a circle that's close enough to fit. Like my biggest circle is smaller than that. So will that lay inside my biggest circle? Nah. Will it lay inside my smaller circle? Oh, I think that's a better fit. Okay, so I've got the second size down of my Moonstone minis in my circles. I've got the largest and then the next size down, and I'm going to start with that one. And I think I'm just going to cut it in black. Let's find a piece of black big enough. Nope, let's get a new sheet. So again, we're going outside the box, not as intended. This is meant to layer on top of something else, but that's not what I want. I want to make the most of it. I'm going to try and get 3 cards out of that one sheet. So I'm just going to cut my circle. And with those Moonstone minis, they just seem to be the right size. They're not too big, they're not too small. You have a huge amount of dies in them. The circles have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, like 11 dies in the set, all nesting. Easy peasy mac and cheesy. It's an open frame die. That means that I can stick my fingers through it. It's not intricate at all. There's nothing intricate about this die. It is an open frame die, and these are the easiest dies to cut. So here it is. It's close, but not exact. I mean, it was asking a lot for it to be exact. But that's okay, we're gonna go with it anyway. I think he looks good on there. Let's put him down. And I'm abandoning the idea of layering anything. I'm just letting it go. Let's put him where we want him. Kind of jolly off to the side. I've layered it pretty close. So now all I'm going to do is snip off that back side. Snip off that little extra white. And now he fits perfect. And because I'm layering, I can take the largest die, because I cut the next size down, I can take the largest die, and now I can make a mat for it. And I'm going to do the mat out of black too. Challenge yourself to do something a little different. Maybe you do one card exactly the way, and the next card you do something a little bit different, and then the next card you do it as its intended look, and then the next card you do something different. Or maybe you're having friends and family over, and you just do them all the same so they all can do it. Now you're like, Stacey, you can't see the black mats. I know, I said let's try and use the red, didn't I? I said, let's try and use the red. Just dot, dot, dot. And use my finger. Ooh. Now as it dries, it's going to become more and more vibrant. And now I can put this right on top, and that absolutely pops. A little bit more. Great. There. Now that absolutely pops. That looks a whole lot different than that. And that red is quick and easy to use. But I'm not letting it dry. Okay, let's just give it a second. Let's put on some adhesive on the back of this. And my Santa right on my mat that has been colored with my red Marvy Just Glitter marker. And then let's figure out what to do with them. So let's pull over. Well, that's kind of cute. Let's see what we've got in our Timeless Christmas. Paper is always the challenge. No, that's too pale. It needs to be a nice, deep, dark Oh, okay, that looks good on that deep dark green. But then what to put it against? Maybe just a simple red? This is the Timeless Christmas. So I think these go there. And this one stays here. I do have, I know there's a simple red in here. Huh. All right, let's see what we can figure out. Do I like that? Do I like the stripe? Maybe the stripe. All right, let's put them down and then we're going to move on. So far, one card out of that sheet. By taking a piece. Number 2. No, it was number 3 that we used. So the third piece that we used to layer here, I used on its own here. Trim it out, and then let's see what it looks like. Still a little bit more off this side. A little bit more off the top. Oh, he's cute against that. Okay, we'll just do that. That's darling. That's so cute. And then all he's going to need is a sentiment. And then I could take my white and come in with my silver. On the white, it just looks like this beautiful shimmer. On the black, it looks like a tinsel silver. All he needs is a sentiment, and I've got a little bit of shine on my edges. When they dry, it'll dry so you get that really beautiful glistening shimmer off the edges and a sentiment. So there's one. Bring my piece back over. And let's take this one. So far I've only used one little piece out of this whole sheet, and I've made a card. Let's take number 2. And let's put him on white paper. I don't want to use the whole one yet. I still have the whole one. But maybe this one we do use the green. Now I know we're not going to need this piece. And this we can use for another card, but maybe we use the green and put the green on there. Okay, I'm not angry at that, but I'm not crazy about the white. So what if I grab the blue? And I add some blue. I'm not 100% sure where too far is. I think I still have to go over some. And let's see. So I've got some blue down. I still need a little bit more over here. So I'm almost there. Instead of having a white background for the sky, I'm making a blue, but I need to just go a hair bit taller, just a hair bit. All right, let's add some tape to the back of this. You can see I put it down when it was still wet because it got on the back of my Santa. But I wasn't sure how far I needed to go. Before I put it down, I make sure my green, nope, see it's lower. Can I go a little bit lower with him? Okay, that's good. I'm pushing them in place. And where I picked up a little bit of the blue because it was still wet, I'm just going to come back in and touch it up just a little bit. So now I've created a blue backdrop for him. Out of the, look at that shine. Oh my gosh. Okay, people, this is crafting on the fly. This is, let's just see what happens. So that over the top. Come on. Oh, doesn't that look cool? Okay. Again, we are using piece by piece by piece. So the only piece I have left that I haven't used is this main one and the little one I popped out of the center here. Another piece of tape right there. Love the blue. Do you love the blue for the backdrop? Remember, we're on white paper. There's a little couple places where I see where I picked it up because it was still wet that I could go back in and add. You would let your blue just glitter dry. Give it a couple seconds. Okay, now what to do with it? I'm not 100% sure, but I love it. I don't know, do I cut it out? So elbows on the table when you're fussy cutting, and your scissors stay exactly where you started. It's the paper that turns. Elbows on the table. My elbows are on the table. It forces me to move the paper and not the scissors. With my elbows on the table, it is very difficult to try and move the scissors all the way around. I have to rotate the paper to get it to cut. Elbows on the table. That is the easiest way to learn how to fussy cut, because it forces you to keep your scissors in one position and you move the paper and rotate the paper. Oh, I can tell I'm not taped down there. Elbows on. Elbows on the table. And then where I'm a little off, just come back and fix. Okay, he's cute. He's cute with that blue background. He is. Not that one. Gosh, I wish there was a plaid with some blue in it. You know, I think I'm going to leave him be for now, and I'll figure him out later. I just love the blue background. And this would, but I feel like I got to finish because we're putting the cards together. Oh, I used that red over here. I can just take that again. You're like, you just cut him out of white, Stacey. I know I did. I know. I know, don't judge. I think he needs to stay on white. You just cut him out of white. That's how you know my classes are not pre-done. I changed my mind. That on top of that. Put that on top of that. All right, where's my silver? See, if I had left him on the white that he was on, I couldn't have added my silver. So there was a reason. So I kind of did a distressed silver. Kind of in multiple different directions. Oh, I need a little bit right there, huh? Okay, let's put him down. I couldn't have done the silver if I hadn't fussy cut him out. That was the whole intent. It was planned. But now I've made 2 cards out of that one sheet. And I can still make 2 more cards. So let's get this down and move on. I have this piece already cut. Wahahaha. Look at how happy he looks with that silver going on in the background. Yay for Santa. And that blue is magic. So I'm not 100% sure what the intended purpose is for the Just Glitter pens, but whether I'm writing with them or I'm literally painting with it, I like it. And then just a little bit of black. Okay, I like it. We went from I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this to bam. In fact, now that I look at that one, I'm going to want to back that one in black too. now that I see it. And then the sentiment right there, and we'll pop that. Uh-oh. I think my phone died. Yeah, I'm gonna want to put this one, I'm gonna want to back this one in black too. Nope, too dark. So, this is using the one sheet as intended. Now we've made 2 cards out of that same one sheet. And I still have the big one left. Where did I put it? Not that one. Okay, you guys, did you see where I put the one big circle? No, 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 no. Huh. Well, I know it was here. All right, I'll just open another one. Where could it have gone? You know I'm going to find it 2 seconds after I open this, right? Isn't that what somebody posted last week when they lost something? They said they'll find it, right after they buy a new one, they'll find it. So that's actually probably a good thing that I should open these. That way we can compare. So this whole sheet made this one card. And then this whole sheet has made that card. Maybe the background's too dark. It made that card, and it's made this card. And we would still have this piece left, wherever it disappeared to. So what do we want to do with this one? How about I start, I wanted to use that blue plaid. I think that looks pretty against the blue plaid. And what if I taped it down? And let's get it taped down and then we'll go from there. So taking these in an entirely different direction. I'm not layering them at all. I'm using each piece as its own individual embellishment. Own individual embellishment. That looks so good against that blue. Now what to do with it? Well, that works. And then skip one. And then that works. And then skip one. And then that works. And then skip one. And then that works. What if I made our own decoupage out of this? So I've got my dies, I've got the moonstone dies, and I've got the biggest die, but I took away the next size down. So I went every other die. Okay, let's see what that does. Let's put them on and we'll grab some tape and tape them down, and we're gonna make our own decoupage out of this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, and I just moved it. I wonder if I should do it on here. Come on, stick. There we go. That piece didn't have all my fingerprints on it. This one's gonna do no good. It's got all my fingerprints on the back of it. But there we go. Okay, let's die cut. I have no idea what this is gonna be. I have no idea what we're gonna get. It's like Willy Wonka. Absolutely no idea where it's gonna lead us. So I'm cutting through the embellishment from Katy Sue and the 300 GSM paper. Ha ha ha. Oh, I need to tape that down better. So now I start with this piece. And now let's bring some white over. I have thoughts. Whoa, you guys think I'm a crazy girl, but I think I have thoughts. So I'm gonna mat this down before I do anything, which is usually the last thing I do. But I have thoughts. You thought Katy Sue was just follow and go along? Oh no. It's the beginnings of your creativity. It's all the perfect pieces together, just waiting for you. A newbie crafter, oh, Katy Sue will make you look so good. An experienced crafter, well, you have options. Still want more tape. So this is double-sided tape, which means I can fold it right back onto itself. And you'll never see it. Okay, let's trim it down. Does anybody have any idea where I'm going? Now, I have these pieces left, and each one of them is cut into a circle. What if I take this piece down here. Okay, so I put some foam tape in there. Peel it off. And pop out my second layer. Pop it right on out. And line it up. So let's see. My trees are there. Okay, now some more foam tape. Let's get it right in there. And some more foam tape. Let's get it right down here. And this time we'll do a double dose. So a second layer. And a second layer. And a second layer going across. And let's pull it off. I might need this second layer a little bit bigger. Oh well, too late. Maybe a little bit longer. And then let's pull out the third layer, the third ring. And let's line it up. So there's my tree. Yep, I need a little extra piece underneath there. I just didn't take it far enough to the edge. There we go. And then another piece. And another piece. And another piece. And I'm just building it up and building it up and building it up. So that every layer I add has more dimension than the next layer. Or the last layer. And I grab this one, and let's line it up. And there's my houses, and every layer is stacking just a little bit higher. Every layer is stacking a little bit higher than the last layer. I am making my own decoupage. And my last one, last layer across the top. Little here. Little there. Now this is way, way out of the box. Like there's not even a box to consider. This is going totally out of what would be expected to do with some of this. Line my Santa up. Line my house up. And I made my own decoupage. Yes, I did. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I did that. So now we have made 3 cards from this one sheet. We made one card using everything, but then we made 3 cards using bits and pieces, and I still have this left from the center. I still have this piece left that I can do something with. Oh my gosh. Holy smokes, artichokes. Works for me. I made my own decoupage just by cutting it with the Moonstones minis. Those minis are just the perfect size for everything. They really are great size. And I have a sentiment. Just for you, and the just for you has decoupage on it. So I could layer the just for you with the different little decoupage pieces that it has. Oh. Talk about taking one sheet of embellishments, one sheet of decoupage, and trying to make the absolute most out of it. Okay, so this card was made using everything. We used it all. And it's beautiful. You've got the height, you've got it all in there. It's beautiful. But then this card, and I'm just not crazy about that. That's just not working for me. I'm not sure this is going to be working for me either, but that green was just it was too dark. Have you ever just ripped a card apart? Now, we give these away. It's not that I'm making this for somebody special, but whomever gets it, whomever receives it, because we donate them, I want them to love it. And once we're done, I won't go back to finish. I won't fix it. I want them to be excited about it. I want them to be, oh! Those cuts were not the best. Postage stamp, here I come. I like that better already. I'm already happier with it. I kept the green. It was just too much green. But now it's not. Now it's cute. Now it's a little light and bright. And I just ripped it apart right in front of your eyes, man. Sometimes it just is not working. You think it's okay until you have a moment to look at it, and I'm going to finish it because I believe you should finish your work no matter what. Finish. Then step away for a day or two or an hour or two. Come back and chances are it's not nearly as bad as you thought it was. In fact, you might actually love it. Yes, I'm much happier with this. Aren't you? You're like, okay. Sometimes you just have to do it again. Doesn't that look better? Okay, really. Doesn't that look better? I think that looks better. So where were we? We did this card and this card and this card all out of one sheet. All I used was one sheet. And you get 3 of this in the single if you buy the individual packs, or if you buy the Santa Scenes 12 pack, you get 3 of each of the different Santas. Oh yes, please. And I still have this left to go. See, look at the edge. The edge has just got a little bit of sheen to it. Look at that with the silver. And it's got the red going around the edge. Love that. I didn't put any on here, but I love this one. The blue in the background and then the silver on the white. Oh, love that one too. So we did a lot. We did a lot. I've got little pieces of paper absolutely everywhere. Little snippets of paper everywhere. But whether you make just one or you stretch, I love this one now. Now I think it might be my favorite. And you do multiples. You have options. Do not look at Katy Sue as you gotta just do it the way it's planned. I took this and man, I completely changed the whole thing, getting 3 cards out of one sheet. So this is the Santas. The Santa Scenes is what they're calling it. And there are 4 different Santa scenes. So there's the Santa in the chimney. There's the Santa at the door or the window. And then Santa here. And in each one, you get 3 sheets. Or you get the whole pack. And that will give you 3 sheets of all 4 just in one convenient little package. We started way back when with the gnomes. And I did the same thing with the gnomes. The gnomes are supposed to be like this. This is how they were intended. And we have the kit that does this. But if you if you decide to like try and grow and learn and experiment and sometimes crash and burn and have to do it over again. Where's my crash and sometimes crash and burn and peel it apart and try again. You can do the same. You can take one sheet of embellishments and make more out of it. I think those have here's one on the bottom and one here. So you could make 1, 2, 3, 4. And remember, I abandoned the shape. Totally abandoned the shape and found something that I liked better where I could do matting to go with it. So that's the biggest one. So I could take that and I could abandon that big shape, cut here, and then cut a mat to go with it, which is what I did for that one. And then the purple and the silver. So we did a lot. We did a lot. We made 6 cards. And I still can make one more out of that sheet. Actually, we made 7 cards. Hello. Look at what we did together with Katy Sue. And only 2 of them. Only 2 of them look the way they're supposed to. The rest of them we created with. We explored, we expanded, we grew, we just had a great time. So let me show you everything that's on sale, and then I'll show you the samples that the girls made, because the girls did an amazing job. So we do have the I Want It All bundle. Ugh. We do have the I Want It All bundle. It is not $70.96, it's $56.99, and it has everything I used today. It has the Santa scenes. You get 3, 3, 3, 3 for a total of 12. That way you don't have to buy them open stock. It has the Cozy Christmas Gnomes kit that makes 8 cards. It gives you the envelopes, the card bases, the scenescapes, the gnomes, everything. But of course you could make 8 cards plus 8 more, because that's what I did. I made 2 out of everything. And then we have the Timeless Christmas paper pack. And we have the Christmas variety pack. And I was mixing and matching these 2 together all day. So this is the I Want It All. And then we do have the open stock. So if you just wanted the Santas and you get 3 in each, you could just get the Santas that make your heart most happy. You could get the Christmas Gnome card kit. Maybe that's the only thing you're looking for. There's the Christmas Gnome card kit that makes the 8. It's in the I Want It All, but it's also open stock. You could get the Scene Stash and the gnomes in the 12 pack. And because each one does 2, if you bought this and you got this, you'd be able to make 24. You could get the deco cards and envelopes. You get 2 of these and 1 of these and 1 of these, and now you've made 24 cards. How you do it, what makes your heart happy, I leave it up to you. We have the Hunkydory mini moonstone dies. This is one of the bundles. This is the other bundle. There's only 8 in total, so if you have all 8, you will have them all. All of them are available open stock, but the bundle is the best price. It's Not $67.40, but $53.99. That makes them about $13, maybe $13 each. And then we have the Marvy Ushida Just Glitter. And they are truly wonderful. You will be very happy with them. Less is more. Don't push down too hard. And if you do, use it all up. So you're going to get the 5 new in the new housing, the new style, and then 1 for free in the old, and it'll just be a random color. The only color I know it will not be is silver. They don't have, we weren't able to get any silver, but we were able to get a bunch of other, I think we even have some greens somewhere. So all of these would have been $26.37. We're giving you this one for free and putting them on sale for $18.99. So if you were to buy these open stock, you're gonna pay more for these than you would for all of that. You might as well just get the I Want It All bundle. It is where the best value is. All right, let me show you some samples because the girls did a lot. Let me get my stuff over there. And so the girls did a lot. So again, here, they used the scenescapes, but they didn't use the main background for it. They just put him on. So cute. This is Patty. Put my cards here. And then here they just used the scenescape background. They didn't even add any of the gnomes or anything on it. And this is Patty, and she did it on the decal card. So this is the decal card. And here we have Dortina. So again, she used the scenescape, but she didn't use the main piece to go with it. Aren't they darling on there? And you absolutely can mix and match between the gnomes. And here we have Elena. So Elena used the main piece, but then she also used the mini moonstones, all done with the Katy Sue paper. These really are so cute. And on the decal 5x7 card base. This one's Catherine. And this one's Dortina. And again, she mixed and matched. Everybody mixed and matched. They put the gnomes with whatever backgrounds they liked. When you don't use that whole big piece, you can use any gnomes on any background that you want. And here, look at how pretty is this. So now this is using the background on the actual card that the scenescape that it's meant for, and they use the decal edge card base. So I guarantee you, he was not meant to go on here. I haven't been telling you who's who. That's Elena. Oh, and that's Dortina. I guarantee you, he was not meant to go on this front, but it's darling. This is Elena. So there's the piece right on without using the scene stash on the decal card. This is Dortina, and Dortina added a little bit of purple on the edge. A little bit of purple. And here's just the scenescape. And they added a little bit of the gold glitter, just glitter to the stars, and didn't even put a gnome there. And this is Patty. Oh, this is pretty. And this is Patty. This is beautiful, Patty. I love this. And here she just used the main background and didn't layer anything on top of it. This is beautiful, Patty. So now I've got a whole nother set. Hold on. Okay, those are Santa's. So he goes up there. Look at her. Isn't she, she's darling. This is Dortina. Dortina, this is beautiful. Love this Dortina. She's beautiful. Again, not using it in the traditional way that Katy Sue had thought. All the Katy Sue paper. Didn't use the scene stash on that one at all. That one's Katy. This is a Santa. He belongs up there. This is Dortina again. This is Catherine. And Catherine did it on the decal card. So I really challenged them to make more than one card out of every sheet that they played with. And this one is Monkey See, Monkey Do. So it's the piece that fits right over the top. They didn't add any more of the decoupage. And this is Claire. Oh, this one's beautiful. This one's Katy, and it's just using the background scene. Isn't that beautiful? No gnome at all. It's so pretty. That's Katy. And here we have Catherine. And there you go. Again, I really did challenge them to think outside of what the norm would be. Like this one. This was a challenge for me. I didn't know what I was gonna do, but I like it. I made it. I made my own decoupage. And here we have Katy on the decal card. So cute. And here she has the, no, that's the piece that pops out. The scenescape. No, she had to have die cut that. I'm not sure, but it's darling, Katy. No, yes, Katy. And then we have Claire. And she cut her scenescape down. And we have on the decal card, this is Patty. Love the stripes, I just do. And then here with a background to it, layered on top. A little bit of silver on the edges. And with the scenescape. Now we move to Santa. So this is where you need to start posting. If you're still there, are you Team Santa or are you Team Gnome? It's going to be a tough decision because I'm going to be picking a winner in just a minute. Look, isn't that beautiful? That's so good. This is Patty. Patty, that's so good. Team Santa or Team Gnome? Oh, look at the trail of the, oh, you guys, you were so good with the decoupage. And this is one of the scenescapes from the gnomes. This is Dortina. I'm telling you, mix and match. So you have this card. This is Claire. And you have this card from the same sheet. Totally different looking. Are you Team Santa or Team Gnome? This is Katy. And have you forgiven me for doing Christmas in June? Look at how stunning. Again, this is from the gnomes. This background is from the gnomes. And this is Catherine. It's beautiful, Catherine. These are all beautiful. The girls did such a nice job. This is Elena. Elena made the card base out of the paper from Katy Sue because it is 300 GSM. That's 200 pounds. You can make a card base out of it. I know we haven't had Elena do cards for a while, huh? I don't know who this, oh, Dortina. Love it, Dortina. Look at how pretty. And again, the card base made out of the paper, and that's Elena. Have you posted your comment? And another one from Elena, and she's used the mini dies, the Moonstone minis. She used them on almost everything. Well done, Elena. Yay for you. This is Catherine. Look at that paper. That's part of the Katy Sue paper. This is Patty. Told you, girls didn't. Oh man, Elena. Elena, I love it. It's so good. The patterns, I would have never thought to put those together, and yet they look amazing together. Oh my gosh, Elena, love it. And then Dortina. That was good too. That's a good idea right there. All right, I'm picking a winner right now. Drum roll, picking a winner while I show you a layout that Elena made for you. So I'm picking a winner right now. She took one of the 6x6 card bases, cut it in half, made the mat out of it. Then she took some extra decoupage and used it. And she tore her paper down, so she used one full sheet here and then tore one sheet to make up the rest of the 12 by 12. This is Elena, and I'm picking a winner. I'm posting a winner. I'm posting the winner right now. Posting, are you the lucky winner chicken dinner? Well, I think with Katy Sue, we are all lucky winner chicken dinners, don't you? Oh, so first class, first Christmas class of the year. Ah! And there's more to come, but Katy Sue always makes Christmas beautiful, and this is no exception, and showing you how you can take something and make it stretch. Make that crafty budget stretch. Get more for your bang, more bang for your buck. Yes, that's it, more bang for your buck. You could be making all of your cards anytime you have decoupage. There's ways to make it grow. It's kind of like, what was that, Star Trek? Wasn't that a Star Trek episode where these little like gerbils kept growing and growing? They kept multiplying and multiplying. Well, if you get a little creative with your decoupage and your sheets, you can get so much more. All you gotta do is give up, give over, and give in. I had no idea where my cards were gonna go. Didn't even like this one when I was all done with it. Tore it apart right in front of you. And yet we were able to just keep making. Using bits and pieces and thinking outside the box. So it's me, Stacey. Scrapbooking Made Simple, scrapbookingmadesimple.com. Thanks for hanging. Thanks for being part of the live chat. Winner chicken dinner. Congratulations to you. Don't forget to post your comment on this video so that you have a chance to be a winner next week. We'll announce it like our two winners this week, which were Juan and Jerry, our two winners from this week. Don't forget to post on the sneak peek between that and this video. That'll give you a chance to be a winner and announced next week. And then of course we'll have another winner from the live chat. All right, next time I see you will be Monday for week 5, the last week of the warehouse sale here at Scrapbooking Made Simple, where you have savings up to 90% off and sometimes more. I'll be announcing our last manufacturers being added to the sale. You only have 1 week left. Okay, you guys have a great night. Thanks for being here. I had a super good time and I hope you did too. Can't wait to see you next time. Bye.